Faith Lutheran, coached by Christopher Kent, and Mark Lucas is in charge of the St. Columban's College, and that's the St. Columban's at Caboolture, and Faith Lutheran from Plainlands. So another Faith Victoria Point, but also St. Columban's at Brisbane. So these ones are from outside of Brisbane, Plainland and Caboolture. It's with Faith Lutheran with the first opportunities. Well, driven back there. Tommy McDonald. Bit of an effort, gets a penalty. Just the defending side gets the scrum fee, not a penalty I should say, but yeah, so an error straight away. And they'll get an opportunity here, St. Columban's. Founded in 1928, St. Columban's. Was situated in Sandgate Road, the inner city suburb of Albion in the early 90s. So it's the St. Columban's of the... Here's a chance going through now as Campbell pulled down, 8 out from the try line, 2 in from the far side. Dart from dummy half. Line defence, are they low enough to repel the St. Columban side? So far, so good. Got a back line out to the left-hand side. Orbits. Goes to go back into the field of play here now, does Campbell. The outside defence came up and shut down the outside play. Long cut out ball, has to catch it, does so, and scores. And Mason Baserio. Referee just checks to make sure it wasn't forward with his touch judge and awards the try. So Peter Elmore, well,
it's a classic example of keeping your width, isn't it? Look at the winger and the centre. The St. Columban's. Lovely long ball.
Yeah, he had a look, didn't he?
Yeah.
They had numbers out wide. And goes over untouched. Yeah, the number 13 will have a look at replay after this conversion attempt, but he had a good Bo Peep, did Oscar Torrens. Found this man even right on the chest. It was easy to pass from right to left with those torpedo passes. So it's a pretty tough conversion here for McGuinness. There's a few old boys or reunions happening as well this week, Peter. So
yeah,
sounds dangerous.
It may be.
Clearly
a lot of the story of confraternity is in past players and those who come back each year just to watch their school get together. And as I walk around the venue to see the number of people who've been past players, and in fact I was talking with, we're fortunate to have 2 doctors for the course of the carnival, and I went up and chatted to one of those doctors, Ruben, and I said, "Are you here?" He said, "I played in 3 degrees, I love it."
Oh, really?
I just want to turn up. And so, that story of giving back is so much part of the carnival, and so to have 2 doctors who are here giving up their time as volunteers, a really important part of keeping players safe, but also the story around coming back, and I think that's a really important part of the community aspect of the carnival, John. I think there's a game of rugby league out there today. Like I said when we were talking about Mount Isa, the story behind them, getting them here, and what goes on after they go back home, and there's lots of... And there, well, back to the football, and a classic example of straight after a try. What do we want to do? We say it all the time, John, don't we?
Get down the other end and get a kick away. But yeah, it's an element of it is giving back, but you're right. It's about actually catching up with people, not just online, but a handshake. And I always remember somebody saying once, you judge a carnival or a race meeting or something based on how many handshakes you see.
Yeah, good call. And I was just walking around with Matt Palin from the NRL, and talking about what the story of the carnival really is. Whilst we've got 48 teams in boys and 9 in girls, and plenty of games of rugby league, it's the it's the narrative around that as well, isn't it? You know, it's why are they here? What do they want to hope to get out of the week of football? Rather than just simply a selection carnival. We've got a whole lot of selectors trying to pick best players.
Yeah.
Year in, year out, though, I keep saying to it, we've got 9, 8, 7 players in the Origin side who've come through this carnival. And part of that comes down to the fact that we know that player identification is not an inexact science, isn't it? No. You know, you can have all of the Queensland players who go and play all the junior Queensland, and suddenly you've got a Xavier Coates story, you know?
Yeah.
And players who come through the carnival who may not have had a lot of rep footy.
Yeah, I think that, to a degree, I agree that's the icing on the cake, but I think it's just actually to say, I went to confraternity.
Yep.
Like you said, I've come back, I've played 3 confraternities. Nobody knows who he is, but he loves it.
Yeah.
And the reward of actually having this as a pathway is the Origin players, but I think it's a lot more than actually the results of players playing in that regard. And I find that also in the Murray Carnival set up as well as a case of players just coming in. It's a week of festivities, of getting together, meeting new people, meeting old people, and then taking the story. See you next year. The same thing. We'll talk about what we did last year. So, and the icing on the cake is those players who go up. The Jonathan Rubens who end up playing in the NRL, and obviously with the confraternity, but and the Queensland Police Services thing is another carnival where they just get together, and it's the footy gets in the way of a good time. Yeah,
I caught up with Harry Grant and Tony Price, who writes the confraternity story, and as part of the back of the book, it had all of the players who went on and played NRL and Origin, and Harry was there at home, and he picked up the book, and he said, "My name's not there yet." I said, well, the book was written last year. I said, you're right to go now, and I suppose it tells a story. It still means something.
Yeah.
There's a player who's at the top of the game of rugby league, and he says, well, I need to be in that confraternity book. And
that's it.
I think there's and I think that's a good memory. And
it's an interesting book there, because I'm actually reading Rob Bergen's book about called The Maroons, and it's not about the rugby league, what they achieved on the field. It's what they did to get there from a fruit picker to an Origin player. You know, it's a backstory, and they're the ones you want to hear about.
Yeah, and I think the story here is about rugby league participation. And as I said to Matt, I said, not all of these players are going to play NRL. In fact, probably very few will. But these players become, the people who buy the merchandise, who buy the tickets, who let their son play, or their daughter play. It's that story, and I think that carnivals like this provide a really good platform for players to get away, play the great game of rugby league, but also understand that there's a bigger story behind the game. So here we are. We've got Faith Louvren, who are now on the chance to hit back.
Well, they had an intercepted chance that Columbus knocked it on here, and there was now a chance for Faith Louvren to have another crack at the line.
Great spot, centre of the field. They can go either way, and they're lined either way.
Down
out to the right.
Little men, they're just pesky up. They get the offload, knocks that on, unfortunately.
No, it's gone back.
Might not have touched it too, but referee's in the right spot. We're here on the other side, halfway, back about another 15 metres, so he's closer. It's with Hedrick. Lock forward. I've seen a lot of good lock forwards. That's Sipple. Name synonymous with cricket in Sipple in northern Queensland. Grub a kick there. That's been played out. It's going to be 6 to go, says the referee. The lock forward's got it in Sipple again. So they've got 6 more. St. Columba's, they need to hang on. In a bunch here, Faith Louvren.
Yeah, the halfback's down at the moment, and obviously that's causing a few problems around organisation. There's
a knock on.
And
the halfback was down, and so I was wondering what was going on, because there's only one player outside the left-hand upright there for.
Clearly, they lost their way with Kyle Gordon down. He's just getting attention now. He looks to be okay, John. I think everything's might have been just winded. He's still calling directions there, even.
God, they're pissed, aren't they, the halfback? They just keep yapping away, but that's what you want.
Yep.
Eddie Gregory comes to mind for those old enough to remember him. The English halfback was the biggest pest on the planet. Probably still is. They go to the right-hand side.
And Kyle Gordon in that tackle, so he must be okay. So he's back on his feet. And
a long way over, didn't he?
He did.
friendly fire there. The tackle there was Wilkes. He's the 30. They've got a back line. They decide to go through the middle, trying to find a gap through with the lock forward, and Joshua Sipples there involved in the tackle, but he gets across to the 40, 20 in from the far side, looking for a quick play the ball.
And he gets it.
Here they come in. They got a back line. Catch and pass. Coming out of the line there is a prop forward there, and Harrison Hawke shuts it down, turns the ball back inside, but they come back again out wide. Are they going to run out of the park? Oh, good contact there, and that's from Cooper Lewis. He's gone into touch. No, he hasn't. Play the touch, judge. The referee says it's the last. Ortiz puts it up high, and what a great tackle at the back there by Hurtig, and Hurtig sees a wall of blue and yellow, beats one, beats two, beats three, takes one, beats four, away goes Hurtig. He's going to be pulled into touch, he's going to flick it back inside, finally the flag goes up. So enterprising stuff there from Hurtig. He had very little grass to go. We beat 4 tackles in the end there. It gets across the halfway line. It's going to be a
handover there to St. Columban's, and that story again. Player v sideline.
Yeah. Well, it was suggestions that he didn't go into touch by the sideline, but it doesn't matter what they say. We always must be careful. They thought Sippel was going to try and lift that leg above the horizontal. It's a halfway line, so St. Columban's trying to improve their lead of 4-0. Still got 9 minutes to go in the first half. Looking sharp here, St. Columban's on this left-hand side. Look out sideline. Throws it back inside, forward pass. See that from here as Folds tried to promote the footy in there, but he was offside the 5'8". In Clark.
Obviously the dominant passing side, but they're coming down this left-hand side again, John.
Actually wonder whether it's the right size field. Should be another metre on the left. But Faith Lutheran survived. So this is one more game, and then we've got quarters.
Yeah, with 11 o'clock we finish up, I think.
Yeah. That next game here is LA, the Southern Cross up against Blackheath Thornborough. We've got to try and find a winner here. 4-0. Faith Lutheran. Nwenya tries to get through there, but Lachlan Grace is there. Just one out stuff here. Joshua Sippel trying to do it himself. Sippel, but
he's been willing.
Out-muscled in this instance. They're still trying to get across this 30-metre line. Clapping of the hands, finds Harrison Haupt. He does get his head across the 30-metre line, gets up and plays it on the chalk. They come to this grandstand side, kicking early in the tackle count. The winger is up. That's going to go end over end. It's going to be tidied up in the end there by Harry Wilson, and Harry Wilson will try and get away from the chasers, but only gets as far as the 40-metre line. One of those tackles there is Tyler Sermon.
You've been looking at.
They kick away, but the breeze just seems to be picking up as the day goes on, which will be interesting later on this afternoon. Hands out in front. Good run from the fullback, and Ortiz runs through the big men. We've said it before, Peter Elmore, they just find a way through the little men through the big.
They certainly do. He's got nice feet, Ortiz.
Torrens gets over the 30. Still a couple of tackles to go here for St. Columban's. Again, they throw the big units at the line.
Hard and straight, take me on.
He only got one job.
Exactly.
And he's still trying to get every metre. Dummy half now. Grace, they go to the right hands.
That's going to be too big.
Cooler hand puts it too deep. Yep. 7 tackle restart on the 20, but enterprising stuff from St. Columban's. They're looking sharper. But they're hanging in there, Faith Lutheran, with their defence. Just taking their time to bring it back. There's a few hands on hips. Throw the smallest guy. Well, every time you do that, especially in the set play, they're going to come second, so he'll get up, shake off the hits. Will Wilkes.
It's a nice straight line from St. Columban's, though, isn't it? They're coming forward.
And they're able to do that too, Peter, with St. Columban's winning a wrestle on the ground. Yeah. They're holding him down just long enough to reset that defensive line. Whether he's going to buy a penalty, he told him to get back on side.
Yep. Too eager.
It was pretty bad. They were almost the old 8 metre rule there. They're probably inside that as well. So we're relieving one here for Faith Lutheran. They've got.
And they certainly needed it, didn't they, John? They were certainly getting.
It was 5 minutes ago.
Dominated there in defence.
Would like to get into deep into the territory of St Columba's and put some pressure on. They'll probably get.
Well, they're into the breeze. They're into the breeze, though, aren't they? And we often talk about how much a breeze is worth.
I think the breeze is worth more when it comes to conversions. I think that's good defence. Well, he'll think twice about running towards that line in that shape next time, and that's what you try to inflict on your opposing forward pack. Second guessing the next time they bring the ball back what they're going to do, and they might have a bit of a look and drop it. Again, St Columba's defensive line is set. They win the wrestle again in that tackle. Hetrick gives it off to a forward player. Now he needs to get to his feet a lot quicker. 1, 2, 3. They're taking an eternity to get up. It's good defence here from St Columba's. Now to lock forward, and Joshua Sipple again tries to find a way through there, unable to. 2 tackles to go in this set. They're only just gone 15 metres. Kick over the top winger has come up here in Harry Wilson. Lets it bounce. Beats one Wilson, but he doesn't beat the second. Tackle in the end there by Joe Hertick. And he's lost it.
Oh, yeah. Faith are excited about that.
It's a golden opportunity going into drinks.
Yeah, it is.
Fall back. Probably need to hurry up. And the halfback saying, come on, boys. Got their out on their feet here. Faith had to do a bit of defending.
They're certainly giving away a little bit of size, though, aren't they, Faith? You know, you can see some of the bigger forwards.
And that's...
blood bin, yep.
It's Mum and Dad. Mum and Dad, but Mum's probably freaking out. Anyway, it's...
I think the old water bottle over the head won't fix it.
It cures everything.
Not sure about that.
A bit of penicillin. So scrum feed, let's see what they can do
The
here.
medics will get to him.
If they can win the wrestle here, Faith Lutheran, and get a little bit more quick play the ball, will be improved in the second half, and I reckon that will happen. Referee's going to allow that to...
No,
They've come up with a footy. St Columba's, well, strap me to an anthill and coat my ears with jam. A scrum feed won against the feeder. Yeah. Unbelievable. I've seen the mouth trap, but anyway, you can push in the scrums. You're not allowed to break, so why not have a bit of a crack? And well done to the referee. So, as you close in on half-time now, Faith Lutheran need to defend and don't let St Columba's in before.
They've done plenty of that, haven't they?
2 minutes remaining.
And that's a knock-on, and they certainly would be very, very happy about that.
I bet they lock the scrum a bit better. Oh, make sure it goes in the sea. And this is, we've spoken about this before, Peter, about the rugby union flavour about it, is that the scrums getting off the ball quicker, because obviously in rugby union, if you lie out of the tackle, you get penalised for not rolling away. So you've got to change that mentality in the ruck, hold them down a little bit longer so you can set your defensive line. But also in the scrum, be well aware that's come loose, and again, Faith Lutheran really testing the patience of their coaching staff, and now a penalty held down in the ruck.
Well, they've got one set to complete.
Do you take 2 here?
I probably wouldn't. The way they've been going, I think.
If it was the last minute of the game,
you probably would, but I'm chancing my arm here. That's we'll find out whether that's the right call. Although they could probably be a little bit quicker to the ball.
Yeah.
We're going to get 1 minute, probably 3 plays. Let's see how they go.
I didn't want to bring up the pass for kicking just before full-time Peter after yesterday. Unfortunately, unable to get the win there in the dying set. Try!
Well, there's your answer.
There you go, and he's come up with a try. Is a lock forward in Lachlan Grace, back rower. Well, that hurts.
Whether they got a call from the coach or not, if they didn't, they've chanced their arm, and I suppose by weight of possession and by weight of speed of the play, the ball was certainly coming.
Yeah, this is a soft try in the end. Just one man out straight towards the line. Referee's right there. Underneath all that is a football going onto the grass, and 4 points awarded to that man with a headgear, Lachlan Grace, and the conversion will take us into half-time. Oh, that's disappointing. They were so close down the other end, Faith Luton. They had the opportunity, and unfortunately they lost the scrum feed, believe it or not. And now they paid their price with 4, maybe 6 points.
And John, with the way in which the half took place there, you would think that scoreline, Faith Luton wouldn't be unhappy about that. You know, there was
True.
the way in which St Columban's have dominated the play the ball and possession to go down. If he kicks this 10-0, Faith Luton will probably saying, well, that's not too bad, given the way in which the half unfolded.
Totally, yeah. No, that's a good call. That they just hung in there and hung in there. This conversion attempt, and it's going to be successful for mine.
Yeah.
It is, so 10-0.
10-0.
All right, we'll take a break. Half-time here between Faith Lutheran and St Columban's College. 10-0 tries to Basario, and a late try to Lachlan Grace, and a conversion from the sideline there by McGuinness. 10-0, back with the second half soon.
For me, it's an opportunity to learn without restrictions.
It's the coach I need to always improve my game.
It's being a brother to another.
It's the chance to perform at my highest potential.
It's understanding the importance of our historical community.
So what can St Edmunds do for you?
We are
Men of faith.
men of learning.
Men of humility.
We are
Men of action.
We are
We are St Patrick's College, Shorncliffe.
We see you working hard, juggling, dreaming, climbing. We see your ambition, your dedication. We see you gaining confidence in our spaces and on our screens. Yeah, we see you doing more and going further. With CQ University Australia, it's time to be what you want to be.
Back with this second half, and tipped on its head 2 minutes before half-time. Lachlan Grace scores a try after a penalty and converted, has a 10-0 scoreline. They would have been reasonably happy with that. Would have been even more so if the scoreline remained at 4-0 would Faith Lutheran. And here we go straight away with a break. And Basario. No, it's a lock forward, and going through there is Oscar Torrens. Oscar Torrens is going to go all the way. Oscar, don't look back, scores a try. And Oscar Torrens, well, these players are going to jump all over him. He'll be gassed, but he'll also be thrilled. Look at that for a try. Wow.
What a start to the half.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Have a look. Here's the replay.
Yep.
So 1 metre out, and away he goes. Has his head down, soft defence from his opposite number 13 in Sipple.
Well, Sipple's been in every tackle just about, so we can probably forgive him for that. But
well, he should have got him there, but he's probably thinking, oh, I wish they had him because I'm gassed. But look at him, don't look back. Still hasn't got there, gets ankle tapped. And finally momentum from running 99 metres gets him across the chalk.
I was thinking what would the coach and manager from Faith Lutheran be saying? Chris Kent and Billy Leal would probably be saying we've just got to get our good first up contact and control the speed of that play the ball. I reckon that would have been part of the halftime conversation for Faith Lutheran.
Yeah. Get up in their faces, try and hold them down there.
Our line speed's got to be a little bit better. We've got to get better first up contact. And he's probably thinking, my goodness.
But nobody said don't let it try it.
Yep.
Sir.
Yeah. But I suppose it just shows you, run hard, run straight, and sometimes it all falls into place for you. So
try there to
Oscar Torrens. He's been strong though, hasn't he? He's had a strong game.
And as I said to you, Peter, I can remember Bundaberg producing a lot of great number ones. I can remember a lot of fullbacks in that carnival were outstanding. But in this one, I've seen the 13s absolutely excel. And I don't know why, whether it's just coincidence, but the 13s just seem to be making a mark on this carnival. Well, we won't kick it to the 13.
No.
But they are going to.
He might
have come off, actually. I'm not sure where he's still out there or not. He might be... He's on the bench.
That'll do.
That'll do. Oh, good strike rate.
And I suppose that does make a point, doesn't it, John, around player management for the carnival as well. 6 games over the course of the week. How do I manage my player? How do I make sure that I'm giving everyone a go, but also trying to make sure that I'm resting players when I need to. And certainly after a 90-metre try, you're probably fair chance you should get a rest here. He probably doesn't agree, does he?
No. Well, I wouldn't know. But yeah,
no, neither would I.
No, but you're right. It's and he'll be happy with that and give somebody else an opportunity. They're obviously out in front here now with a 16-0 scoreline, so that the coaching staff had that. Here's another break here, so the defence is starting to... Oh, it just falls over, unfortunately. Trying to get away from the defence. Just trying to make out the player to get up there is one of the Breers. Again, breaks easily done through Sam Houlihan.
Well, I think they've all followed Torrens and say, if I get the ball and I run hard and straight...
Well, they're running between shoulders too, Peter, which is good coaching. See there, he stepped onto the further shoulder of the lock forward and Sipple there, trying to get a gap between shoulders. End over end has to be picked up here by Houlihan, and Houlihan tries to muscle his way to the try line. He's going to be denied by a metre. Now it's the last tackle. Can Faith Lutheran hang on? They got numbers out. Just need a long cut-out ball. He's on his own. He's going to... Oh, no! You can see everyone in the crowd put their hands on their heads. They can't believe it.
And a bit of luck for Faith Lutheran as well,
Well, and good on Faith Lutheran. They came out, and unless you try something, look at the replay here, and he just... he cannot believe it.
He'd like that one again, wouldn't he? Can I stop?
He would like not to see that again. Anyway, but Faith Lutheran, see what they can do. They need to score next. Heavy defence coming through there from Blake Douglas. They got numbers out. Oh, no.
I don't know.
Knocked that on.
Yeah. No, he's saying he hasn't touched it with his foot, I think, John. There's a fairly heavy contact, and he's probably got up just a little bit gingerly, and he's thought, and he just hasn't played it with his foot. That's the call. That's tough after you've done,
A lot of defending.
Yeah, a lot of defending. And
all right, they will have to defend again now. Scrum set, 10 out. 21 in. Blindside they go. Dart from dummy half out of the back of the scrum. There's Ryan Carroll. Faith Lutheran, this is going to be...
Well, if they hold out here, they've done well.
Herculean. Houlihan, he's been dynamic for
and that's 14. That's good defence.
And that is good because they got him on his back and they've taken...
They've got
don't go on with it.
Yep. Well, there you go. And it's gone the other way. See, that's pushing out.
Okay, so
they can go either way, can't they, John? It's a toss of the coin.
I don't want to say he's making up for the other one, but wow, 10 metres out from the try line, but on the other side of the field now they're going to have a chance to find touch. With a young man down there running the sideline. Good on him. Great job. Pretty important role as well, so helping out our touch judges, and as you said, there's referees and touch judges here. Some locals as well, I think, Pete.
Yep. I'm just looking at the crowd, the number of St. Columban's families who've made the trip up as well, and Faith Lutheran families, and every game that we've had lots of parents and lots of spectators around, so it really does highlight, I suppose, the benefits for Mackay.
Totally.
Yep. That's an early kick.
Ortiz, broken play, Ortiz comes back into the field, play a ball and all tackle attempt, breaks away from that line, but gets the offload. So Ortiz, what a break down that left-hand side. They're in a bunch here of St. Columban's, but it doesn't matter. Everybody's lining up, wants to have a crack at this Faith Lutheran defence.
It's Woolworths Delicatessen on a Saturday morning. They're lined up there, grabbing a number.
It's the one that I go to too. Tell you what, by the time I get it, anyway, it's with St. Columban's. Faith Lutheran hanging on. Underball going forward now is Campbell. And Campbell for the try line. And Campbell will get there. The referee has looked held up. Good defence, Faith Lutheran.
Yep. Determination. It's that man Sipple again, I think. Is it Sipple?
Well, somebody's got... he's got... Oh, sorry. Go back 10. I thought he'd sent someone for 10.
Sipple did well there.
Yeah. I say they're down 16. They're probably not going to win the game, but they're still putting the effort in. Now here's an opportunity. Just catch and pass. This time he catches it and dives over and scores in the corner. And that might be Noah McLaughlin, the number 4. Makes no mistake this time. He built the one before. And that's just weight of possession. Getting tired, unfortunately. So catch and pass.
It wasn't an easy one to take either.
No, but he's sweating on that.
Yeah, yep.
The number 4 goes over and scores. So Noah McLaughlin with
a try next to his name for the game.
If he didn't get that one, he didn't score a try after bombing one.
Was it he who bombed it or the winger? Okay.
Yeah, same guy.
Okay, well, he's happy there.
Yeah. As I said, it wasn't a great pass.
Redemption. Redemption, well done.
The one before was a better pass and he dropped it. That one was a little bit tougher, but he grabbed it off his right shoulder. And
a great example, when things go wrong, you get another chance.
Or lightning. Shouldn't strike twice in the same spot. So I see some changes now here made by St. Columban's with Will Coots coming on. Bailey Atkins about to make his way onto the park as well. This conversion's been attempted from way out wide. We've got netball carnival up here at Mackay as well. So
there's 70 teams there for the netball. So you can
the combined opening ceremony.
Combined opening ceremony.
Nice.
Out of 3,500 people from Mass, and then an opening ceremony. So
did Father Michael do that one?
Father Michael was there.
Oh, was there? Okay.
But Father Hanley did the. The bishop was down to do it, but the bishop was unwell. So
what was Ken doing? Is he busy?
No, the bishop from here.
Oh, Jim.
Yeah, so,
okay. So there you go. 3,500 people. How good. So that's 3,500 kids.
No, about 2,000 students. So, and then obviously you've got officials and family and so forth.
But all up, how many kids will be playing netball and football?
So we've got just over 1,200 players registered under the NRL app here.
Yep.
And the netball, I'm gathering somewhere around the 800-900 there. So over 2,000, and then once you put in the team officials and
a lot of fries with that.
Exactly. And like I said, mums and dads coming along as well. So it's a great boost for the local community.
Definitely. So here we go, St. Columban's now. Just carried in.
No, he's lost the ball.
The referee says, all right, let's see if they can break the shackles here. Faith Lutheran, they've got 10 minutes to go. Down 20-0.
Yep.
Scrum feed 25 metres out from try line. The
centre field scrum. Opportunity to go either way.
They've got a 4-2. Now, do they create that extra man with the halfback coming around the back?
Kyle Gordon wider. Yep, here's Kyle Gordon. Early kick.
Gordon
Chases.
needs a bounce. Gets it.
Oh,
Scores
fantastic
a try.
try. Well done, Kyle Gordon.
Gordon. Oh, they reckon forwards can't think, and they're probably right, but halfbacks can, and that's just genius.
That's a great
Have a look at
try.
this replay. Now, there's a lot to be said about how he kicked that.
I reckon he might have practiced that a few times.
But it was kicked so it went along the ground. It wasn't a little chip kick over the top and hoping for a bounce because it could have gone either way. But how about that?
It's a high-risk play. But
Fortune favours the brave.
Exactly right.
Yeah, I think he might have practiced that, but he was clever play. Might see that replay once more after this conversion, but just don't know whether the defence had come up too soon. He saw that opportunity, or it was premeditated.
Yep.
Central Queensland University, one of the major sponsors here of Confraternity. Along with the Struddies, as I mentioned before, they're here on site and also online. So support Strud Weeks as they do with the Confraternity. I've been doing it for many years now, Peter.
Yeah. Long-standing sponsors of the Confraternity.
Gee, they're good jerseys too. And that's the artistic ability of Ross Strudwick himself. He's a great.
You're saying he's an
artist? He's got
artist,
stuff at the Louvre.
Oh,
he's outstanding.
I don't want to break the story, but I don't know whether Ross is the one designing the jerseys. But anyway,
he'll claim it. Oh, it's right.
Oh, Bo Deavy.
We've seen a lot of hands on heads in this game. Yeah. Unbelievable.
It can be an unforgiving game some days.
Can be. Yeah. Seeing the lock forward here for St. Columba's on the bench, Zach Shreefkirk, and he's came off the head bin. Now they put some tape on his head.
You mean the back rower?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Now they're taking the tape off his head. Now I can hear him screaming from here.
With the hair coming out, you think?
He might have easier to shave his head. This kick's going to be allowed to bounce, and it's going to bounce favourably for Faith Lutheran, because allow the chasers to get up and nice and quick. Now we've said it before about this breeze in your face. You can use it to your advantage with these kicks high to give time for chasers to come through, and they did that.
That'll be a flop there, I'd say. Yep, referee's got that.
Just fixated on this kid. Well, they got it off.
They got it off.
There you go. Well, he hasn't washed his hair in 3 years, so it's probably quite greasy and easier to come off. But so kicking to this, the grandstand side, right in the middle of the park. He's going to have to put something on it.
And he has.
Yes, he has. Almost hit that kid who's just got to take off his hair. So here we go. Can they put back-to-back tries on the board here? Faith Lutheran. Oh, Gordon. First player up is the bench player. Tabo Mwenya. Gets up just short of the 40. A lot of cheering coming from the stands here. Willing another Faith Lutheran try. That's good driving force here. And it's held, serves the referee. Lock forward in Harrison Corpt. Catch and pass. Another break there going through is Joshua Spicer. Gets over the 40. Still a couple of tackles to go here for Faith Lutheran. What they can do at the back end of it. Gives me some. Ryan Staines. Henley late in the tackle count. Too high on Ryan Staines. It's against Blake Douglas. Gordon will kick to the far corner. Oh, flies through the air. Make sure you find touch. Kyle Gordon, unfortunately, unless they can get him into touch.
Which they don't.
No. Wow, what price will they pay for this? Put enough juice on that one. Midfield tap. Another alternative, but anyway. Grace, try scorer, gets up and plays it on the halfway. Donald has to be brought down by Cooper Lewis, and another high shot. Any contact with the head, whether it's intentional or a swinging arm, it's the same. Goes from the referee.
That's something that's really important for the game, isn't it?
Oh, just that grey area. He hit the head, that's it. Whether it's a slap or an accidental poke in the eye, it's still a Contact with the head. Here they come now. Faith Lutheran in familiar territory, defending, but the left-hand attacking rays keep coming here from St. Columban's, and he's going to offload the pass and score a third try. I think you find in the corner. Well, second try. Should have been the third. Noel McLaughlin. Always caught short on that right edge of Faith Lutheran.
Well, after these round of games, we go into the quarterfinals.
Fullback.
Yep. Great work here by the fullback to unload. Offloads there. And again, not an easy one to take, so he's done well.
I didn't drop one. I don't know what you're talking about. So we can see our lady, the Southern Cross and Blackheath Thornborough sides coming to the sideline for their clash here, kicking off at 11 a.m. The last of the pool games.
Well, certainly the last of the pool games for the lower divisions.
Yep.
We've got Div1 pool games still running after that. I think, how do we go all the way through to 11:50 there? We've got Div1 pool games happening.
So a lot to play for here for these.
Yeah, and a busy time for the organisers as they reorganise those quarterfinals. So, as you know, the divisions of 16 break up into pools of 8 after today. So in the confraternity, we'll be going, the top 8 schools will go to the playoff for the Confraternity Shield, and based on the pool results, those next 8 go into the Bob Linder.
Something we've got to ask, there's been a couple of draws. How many field goals have there been?
I don't know.
Ever?
Oh, ever?
Well, not ever. Like, I don't recall ever seeing an odd number in any scoreline in confraternity.
Yeah, no, as you say that, I can't recall too many. Certainly haven't seen any 2-point ones, I don't think.
No. Well, but with this breeze, it's quite possible you could do. But I've never seen. Well, I haven't seen a 2-point field goal in the BRL or Host Plus Cup either. So, but I just wonder how close some of these semi-finals are going to get that a field goal might come into calculation. So, a restart here for Faith. Just inside 2 minutes to go left in this clash. Look at this little fella. Just charges onto it like a forward. Will Coots. Now lock forward, Oscar Torrens. Oscar Torrens is back on the park after scoring that
length of the field try, getting up to try and play the ball quickly. Wasn't happy.
No. Wasn't happy he got tackled. I guess here's a chance now. Here is Ortiz, throws it out here. It's come off the face, unfortunately, in the centre over in the far corner. Changeover on the last. Ortiz. I'll get this last set of 6 here will be in the Faith Lutheran's opportunity to score possibly their second try. I think St. Columban's will get another crack at it, providing they complete their set here. Faith Lutheran. The 4 players to the blind side, goes back the other way. Now there's Bo Devi. And there is full time here. So 24 points to 4. St. Columban's over Faith Lutheran College. So the men from Caboolture take the points here in an entertaining game where we saw some stuff I've never seen before in the game of rugby league, Peter Elmore. So that's what it's all about here. And as I said, none of this is choreographed. This is all off-the-cuff stuff, enterprising rugby league and entertainment every minute of the contest. So thanks for your time, mate.
Yeah, thanks.
You're leaving me?
I am leaving you.
I will see you again soon.
You see me this afternoon.
Peter Elmore, thank you for your time on the commentary and also
been a pleasure,
what
John.
you're doing with the whole confraternity. We'll be back with the next game kicking off at 11 a.m.